Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Victoria. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how I installed these beautiful mini twists in my hair using QVR's natural Afro Kinky bulk human hair. I really love how versatile mini twists are. They are the perfect protective hairstyle that allows you to have your hair protected but also still be able to access your scalp and keep your hair moisturized while you have mini twists in. So if you're ready for a low maintenance, lightweight, cute hairstyle, then keep on watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are interested for any of the details on this hair, I will have a link in my description box for a limited amount of time, so make sure you guys check that out. Alright guys, let's get into this hairstyle. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, the hair that I'm going to be using today is from QVR. They sent me over 5 packs of their human bulk hair in the color 4. It is 20 inches. Each bundle of hair is packaged in these Ziploc bags, and they're also wrapped with this hairnet to secure all of the hair. And although the texture of this hair is kinky, when it is wet, it does give you like a nice little curl. When doing any type of a mini twist hairstyle, you definitely want to make sure you're using some lightweight hair, and this hair is definitely fits that category of being lightweight. Alright, so let's move into separating the hair. I like to pre-section off all my hair because it allows me to move quickly whenever I'm installing the hair. So what I'm going to do is separate a section of the bulk hair and then use that to separate it into further small sections and taking very little pieces from there, but you have to be very careful when you're separating this hair. So I'm just pulling apart very small pieces of hair, and I'm making them small enough to where I can install them into my head, but not too small to where I have to use a lot of pieces to add to the hair. I'm using this threader holder that I got from Walmart. I'll try to link it in my Amazon storefront for you guys if you want to check that out. All right, let's move into pre-sectioning my hair. So I'm going to start by parting from the top of my ear all the way across to the other side of my ear, and that's going to be the back section of my hair. Then I'm going to move on into the front and separating for a left side and a right side and just doing a middle part straight down the middle of my head. Pro tip, I am using my camera and my phone to screen share it so I can see what I'm actually doing from the top of my head. After I have the front section off, I'm going to go ahead and section them away by just doing like a simple braid and putting it up. And then I'm going to move on into sectioning the back of my head. So that's how I'm going to create 4 sections. So I'm going to do a part from the middle of my ear straight across the back of my head. So that's going to leave me with 4 sections, 2 in the back and 2 in the front. Now that I have the 4 section off, I'm going to work on each section. So for this first section, I'm going to just use my rat tail comb and part the back of my head. As I said earlier, I am screen sharing my camera to my phone and my laptop, so this helps me to see the back of my head pretty easily without like turning my head anyway and get pretty straight lines. So I'm going to take one small piece of the human bulk hair and begin to separate my hair into 3 pieces and begin to braid as a normal braid. And I'm just gonna braid that into my hair all the way down to about until it's anchored down. I don't know how many times I braided it down, but I braided it down more than 5 times just to make sure it's anchored onto my hair first before I begin to twist it. So I want to do like a braided root, then a twist. After I braided it down enough to where I think it's anchored in securely, I'm going to take that 3rd piece of my real hair and section that off into one of the strands of the bulk hair and begin to do a 2-strand twist. I am twisting left over right. As I twist down lower, I want to make sure that I maintain the thickness of the twist all the way down. So I am going to add in another piece of the hair, and I'm just feeding that into the twist already. So I just rotate the twist opposite directions and then twist the way that I was twisting originally to feed that twist in, and I just braid it all the way down. So for the back row, I did 2 pieces of hair for each twist. So I'm going to repeat the same process for the second twist, and I'm going to make sure that I'm using the same technique to twist them, and it's important to keep the twist tight together so that way whenever the hair is released, the twist does look like a neatly formed twist. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your mini twist. After a lot of twisting, here are the first 5 rows of that first section that I did. Like I said, doing them in sections does make it go by faster, and it helps to get the whole head done because they're so small. I just did like the right side, and then now I only have that left side to do, and I can mirror exactly what I did from the right to the left. And that's exactly what I did. So I just followed the same parts that I had on the right side of my head for the left side of my head, and I also used the parts of the twist that was on the bottom of that row, so that way everything just looks like really neat. So that's the great thing about doing a right and left side, or like a bottom and a middle and then the front. You can always just follow those same lines that you already have as a guideline. Alright, so here's me on the next day, because this hairstyle did take 2 days for me to complete. And for the back row, I did 5 on the first section, and then I did 4 rows on the second section. So now I only have to do the left and the right side of the front of my head. So for the front rows, I'm just going to part horizontally toward the front of my head and create the first rows on the side. And I'm just using that same guideline that I have for the middle and the back parts of my hair to guide me and use the parts for the front of my head. And I'm going to repeat that same process, which is braiding from the root down first and then twisting 2-strand twist. Pro tip here is whenever you get to the front and the top of your hair, and even in the middle part of your hair, you want to make sure that you're being mindful of how much hair you're adding into each section, because you want them to be the same length, or if you're going for the same length, you want to make sure that they're all similar in length. So you may have to add more than the 2 pieces of hair than you did in the back. So at the top, I added like 3 pieces of hair. And then on the front, maybe I've added like 4 pieces of hair, so that way it all flow in the same length of, the back of my hair. Alright, so I made it to the final 2 front pieces in my hair, and I am so excited because I watched so many movies while I was doing my hair. Like, it took so much time for me to do this. But anyways, I'm gonna repeat the same process over again, just braiding at the roots and then doing the 2-strand twist and adding more hair to make the length of the twist similar to the rest of my head. And right here is like a better demonstration on how I added in the additional pieces to the length of the hair. Now that the twists are done, I'm gonna move on into dipping the hair in hot water. So I'm going to use a microfiber towel, and I'm also going to use some boiling hot water. Be careful with this, guys. So now I'm just going to section my hair off and dip the hair into the water, and I'm just like dipping the ends, and kind of midway through. I'm not dipping to the point where my real hair starts in the braid because I don't want it to like frizz up. So I'm just dipping like the ends of the hair, and it does create like a beautiful curl. Like, look at the curl pattern of this hair. Like, I really liked that it has like curly ends, even though I twisted them all the way down. I really like that look. It looks a little, you know, it looks a little different, like nice little mini twists, like curly ends. One thing I noticed about this hair is that because it's human hair, it does do well with water, but it also bends up easily. So when I dipped it in the hot water, it definitely straightened out really nicely. So now I'm going to also use some mousse, and I'm just going to set my hair, and I'm just applying that all over my hair. One thing that I did like about this hair is that it has like a lot of body, and it is really lightweight, but it flows so nicely, as you can see here. And even though I have like a million twists on my head, like this hair does not feel heavy at all. Be sure to check the link in the description for details on this hair. Alright, so now I'm going to move on into doing my edges. I just have some edge control and an edge brush, and I'm going to just swoop up my edges for like final looks and styling. So for this first hairstyle, I'm gonna do like 2 flat twists in the middle of my head with some hair hanging down, and I'm going to just start by twisting the front of my hair and twisting it backwards. And I'm gonna use a rubber band to secure each twist. To accessorize this hairstyle, I am going to add some little clips that I got from TJ Maxx or Ross. I'm not really sure which one, but these are like cute little flower clips, and I feel like it gives this hairstyle so much more like style and like cutesy look, and the cute little antennas hanging down on the side also elevates the hairstyle. Now, it's nothing wrong with a bust down middle part, but we love ourselves a nice little side part. Like, it's the go-to for me. Like, I love a little side part action. It's so pretty. It's timeless, and you never can go wrong with the side part. Speaking of side parts, I love a cute little bang to the side, and I'm going to use this big fluffy scrunchie that I got from TJ Maxx, and I'm going to pin the side part in the back of my hair, and then I'm going to take the rest of the ponytail and pin that to the back of my hair. And it is so elegant. Like, this is so cute. Y'all definitely gotta let me know down in the comment section which hairstyle y'all like the best. This is gonna be a simple bun. I love buns because, once again, they're elegant, they're beautiful. You can wear them like anywhere with anything. So I really like this little updo. And then, speaking of buns, we gotta give it to the messy buns. A messy bun, this is an everyday type of situation for me. A nice little cute messy bun, and then the curly pieces just adds that additional little, you know, effortless look. Then I'm gonna pull these down and pull like the 2 antennas in the front. Like, once again, chef's kiss. If you haven't noticed by now, this hairstyle is like super versatile. So you can do anything, like any type of updo, any type of little braided, twisty, whatever, bun, whatever you want to, especially this cute half up, half down. I'm gonna take y'all back right here. So we're gonna do some pigtails. Like back when we were little and we had to like wear the little cute little pigtails. Like, doesn't this look so pretty, right? And to take it a step further, we're gonna elevate this look by giving us some space buns. So yeah, once again, super cute. Now, to keep up with the maintenance of this hairstyle, I am going to use some rice water, some oil, satin scarves, and some leave-in conditioning spray. Every 3 to 4 days, I like to mist my hair with the rice water and add in the conditioning hairspray. This is like rosemary and mint, so this also helps to like stimulate hair growth, and I like to massage it in, so that also helps to add blood circulation to your scalp. And I make sure to tie my hair up with a satin bonnet or a satin scarf. Either way, it doesn't matter, just it has to be satin so it protects the hairstyle and make it last longer. If you're interested in any of these products or the hair scarves, I'll have them linked in my Amazon store. I hope you all found this video helpful, and if you're looking for a sign to do your mini twist, then I hope this video inspired you to do so. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what you think about mini twists. Have you tried them yet? Are you looking to try them? I want to know. Let me know. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.